Hi everybody, welcome back to yet another video. Today I'm at home and I wanted to bring you something a little different today and show you a bit of gear that I've been using. So before we get into today's video, the first thing I'd like to say is thank you to everybody that hit the thumbs up and left a comment and watched my latest video, my first video back in the field. It means a lot. I'm glad that you all enjoyed it, and the support that I got off you and the feedback saying about that you want more content. Can't wait to see more, which was fantastic. Thank you for all the messages, comments, likes, thumbs up, and thank you to all the new people that subscribed as well. I do appreciate it. So let's just get into today's video. I want to talk about a bit of gear that I've had the privilege of using for a good few months now, and I'm really impressed with it. I don't want to go into a full image quality review. There's plenty out there on YouTube at the moment for this lens, but I want to talk about why I got it and a few drawbacks at the same time of this lens, but only drawbacks that are personal to me. They won't be to everybody. So the gear I'm looking at today is the Sigma 150-600 Contemporary series. It's a fantastic lens, fantastic price, build quality. It's a nice all-rounded lens for someone that is looking to get into long lens photography, and this is the reason why I bought it. I do have a 70-200 which comes with me 99% of the time, but there are times where I've needed to have a longer lens, especially if I want to go shoot wildlife. I've had some amazing wildlife shots with the 70-200, but there's always that time where I've needed that extra reach, and the 600 is perfect for that. It is a massive lens. I've got it here with me right now. It is a massive lens. I mean, it extends quite a lot. I mean, it's a huge lens, but you expect that with that focal length. The build quality is absolutely fantastic. It's a very good quality plastic, but it's also got a lot of metal on there as well. It's metal mounted, weather sealed. It does weigh a bit, but I feel like that's from where they put some good quality build behind it. That's why it's got the weight. I also wanted to use it for landscape as well, because there's a few times where I've been up high and I've wanted to pick details out in the landscape, and it's perfect for that reason, to have it in my camera bag. So I have to make a decision sometimes on which lens I bring, but I've got the option. And I do plan on taking this lens out into the field to try and bring you a video of me using it. Like I said, I'm not the wildlife photographer by any means, but I just love doing it. There's a nice feeling when you go and do it, just sitting there chilling out, watching the wildlife and capturing their quirky moments as they go about their day. So I mean, I will try and bring you a video on that, hopefully in a good few weeks' time. But no, I've had some really nice time using this lens. I've been taking it out into my local park, a few other nature reserves and things over the last few months, really getting to know the lens, what it's capable of and what it's not capable of. Let's start off with the don'ts about this lens, like the things that is the drawback. The drawbacks with this lens, that it's not a very fast lens at all, especially at the 600mm end. It's 6.3, so it's not exactly great for low light. It does struggle, and especially it does struggle to focus in very, very, very low light situations as well. Especially if you want to keep that image quality down a bit, up a bit by shooting at ISO 100 sort of thing. So it does vary, but most of the time I'm shooting when there's plenty of light. So I've never run into that trouble that much. I think the first time I run into trouble with that was when I was shooting a landscape scene, and I had to go in and manually focus it because it just can't. But it was very hazy as well, so I don't think that was entirely all the lens's fault. But yeah, I would say it's not a very, very fast lens, but if you want a 2.8 or an f4 version of a 600mm, you're looking at least a whole camera system's worth of price on just this one lens, just to get the same but a faster lens. So I don't think there's any comparison there. If you've got £10,000 and you want to go and spend on that, then by all means go and do that. But that's more of the professional photographers that are going to look at that lens. This isn't aimed at that, so that's what I'm saying. There's a massive price difference, and so yeah, that's the one drawback there. The only other drawback that I found, personal to me, obviously, is the filter thread size. I mean, I'll quickly show you now. I mean, that's a big old element on that end. I mean, but it looks fantastic. Look at that. But it's absolutely, it's a massive element on that lens, and I believe it's a 105 thread, which is absolutely a pain in the bottom to try and get a filter system for. But I feel that, would I benefit from getting a polarizer and some NDs for this lens? Probably not. I mean, there's no point using a grad filter at 600, I believe. Prove me wrong if I don't know if anyone has used a grad filter at 600mm, but that is going to be fair. Even a hard grad would be quite soft. So that's what I'm saying. I don't feel like I've needed it now. Maybe the polarizer would be really handy, but that's a lot of money to try and find a polarizer that will fit for that. A good one anyway. So that's my only two drawbacks that I've found so far with this lens, is those two things, which, you know, is not like a deal breaker for me, because it's something that I probably won't invest in the filter threads anyway. So, but yeah, so that's the bad things out of the way. So let's talk about the good things with this lens, and there's a lot of them. The first of all is the price. I picked this up for under 800 quid brand new on Wex Photos, I believe, or photography, Wex Photography, or Wex. I'll put the link down below. But I think it has gone up in price now. I think it's an extra about 100 quid more. But if for an extra couple of 100 quid more, you can actually get the teleconverter with it as well. So you do save a bit of money buying them as a pair, which I think is an absolute bargain. Like I said before, if you want a fast, long lens, if you want a decent long lens, there's not many companies that obviously build quality lenses like this, and a 600mm lens you can spend tens of thousands of pounds on. Yeah, they're going to be really fast and more sharp than this lens, but this isn't even £1,000. So it's a great way to get into long lens photography, picking out details, going to shoot wildlife, taking photos of the moon. This is great for astrophotography. Like, yeah, it's not fast, so your pictures are going to be slightly grainy because you're having to bump the ISO a little bit, but you're getting that image. It's beforehand you weren't getting the images at all. Yeah, the trade-off is your higher ISO or whatever to get it, but you're now capturing that image, which is more than what you did before. So it's a great price to get into long lens photography, and anybody that will ask me what lens would you recommend for wildlife photography, this is the one that I'm always going to say now. Why? Because I own it myself and I use it myself. I'm only going to recommend gear that I personally use and I believe in. So that is the reason why I strongly believe in this lens. Yeah, price. Go and check it out. See what have a look. See if you can find it for anywhere around the 800 mark is a bargain. That's it. Just if you're looking for a long lens, find it for 800. Just buy it. Just do it. Please, if you want to see more with this lens, or like a bigger review possibly, like I said, I'm not a wildlife photographer as such, but I use this long lens as a hobby wildlife, but for picking out details in landscapes. That's how I use it. It does exactly what I want. I shoot at slow apertures anyway because I like that sharpness, so this lens does me perfect. Like I said, if you want to see some more, please let me know, but I am planning to bring out a video of where I use it in the field, which then hopefully will give you an idea on how I go about using it. See what happens there. Obviously it's all up in the air what we can do yet, so it's very, very difficult. So yeah, I hope you like this little short video I've put together, and it gives you a feel of if you're looking to get into landscape or wildlife photography and you want a long lens, this is something not to overlook and go and have a look at for a fantastic price. So anyway, I'm waffling on. We could sit here all day going through this lens and talking about all the ins and outs, but it's go and check it out. It's got everything you need on it. It's autofocus, image stabilization, motor is fantastic. It's everything you need to get yourself started off on introducing yourself to long lens photography. So yeah, let's finish it now, and I'm going to get this video up as soon as I can to start working on the next in the field one. So look out for that. Please, if you want to stay with me on this channel, which I hope you guys do, bear with me on everything, please smash the thumbs up button and please subscribe, and so you don't miss anything, please hit the bell. Leave me a comment below. Go and hook me up on Instagram and Facebook. I use that quite a lot. Sometimes I use Twitter as well, so just have a good old rant on what gear's around and things like that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.